Hello everybody, what's happening, my friend? Welcome back to another video. Vick here, back with you again. Believe it or not, man, I'm just having fun. Shooting these videos for you. I actually enjoy showing you these strategies. And so this video, we're going to be talking about this cool little thing called safe list marketing. All right, so this is very, well, I don't know, maybe about very, but this method has been around for quite a long time now. All right, so it worked great when I first got started online, and you know what? It works great today as well. All right, now there's a little bit of strategy to it. I'm going to walk you through, of course, show you exactly what how I do things personally, right? So you can go ahead and model this for your business, but this is very easy way to get traffic to your site fast, my friends, fast. All right, let me say it again, fast. All right, and so in this video, I'm just gonna walk you through and show you how you can implement this in your business, starting right after watching this video. All right, so let's talk about what is a safe list. Well, very briefly, to decomplicate, if that's even a word, and explain it to you in a very simple way. Here's what a safe list is. All right, basically, it's a community of marketers who have agreed to receive and view each other's offers. Okay, my friend, that's it. That's basically what a safe list is. So people, there's tons of them, guys. There's hundreds of safe lists out there on the internet, and these guys are all marketers. Okay, so there's huge, gigantic safe lists with hundreds of thousands of members in them. That's right, hundreds of thousands of members, and not just like prospects or people who have nothing else to do but just kind of enter their emails and become a member. These folks are actual marketers. Okay, these guys actually promoting their stuff. Okay, and so what these communities what's going on in those communities is these guys, let's say 50,000 list has 50,000 people, right? A safe list has 50,000 members. Okay, and these are not just subscribers; these are members. Okay, verified email addresses, which I'm going to show you. So they joined this safe list, right? And people promoting different things, right? But they're all essentially in the same niche. And so the cool thing about this, friend, is when you understand how to talk to these guys, you can win big. All right, and it's very inexpensive to market to those people, because most of these guys, I'll tell you a little secret. Okay, you listening? A little bit closer. All right, here's a secret. Most of these guys, they are not making money. All right, folks, most of these guys, they are not making money. Right, I'd say like 99.9% of them. Okay, they're not making money. So they're trying to promote their stuff, right? Basically, how that works is people surf other people's offers, right? And they're kind of look at other people's promotions and offers and opportunities and whatever people are promoting. And when they do that, so they have to stay on somebody else's website. Let's say I'm a safe list member, right? And I don't have a lot of money, but I want to promote my stuff, right? So what I can do is I can just surf other people's offers, and the more offers I surf, the more offers I view, right? The longer I stay on somebody else's website, I acquire what's called credit. Okay, so I get these credits to my account, right? And so later on, I can exchange these credits for an ability for me to send out an email promotion to other members as well. Okay, basically that's a nutshell. Now, what's really cool, and I'm gonna actually reveal to you and show you my strategy how I do that in just a second here. Okay, but there is a free and paid email promotions. So as a member of Safe List, I can go out there and I can actually promote for free. So if some of you guys are looking for free traffic generation ideas or strategies or whatever, this can actually allow you to promote for free. Okay, now there is really no such thing as free when it comes to marketing. Okay, you either pay with your time or you pay with your money. So if you're gonna do it for free, you're gonna have to put in a good 3 hours per day probably surfing other people's sites to acquire credits, and so that later you can promote your stuff to those people as well. Okay, but That's not how I personally do stuff with safe lists. Okay, there is a paid method to do it, a paid way to do it, and I'm going to show you how I do that. It works great for beginners and advanced marketers like myself as well. Okay, so people, I was just getting started like 8 years ago, and I was doing a lot of solo ad promotions in safe lists, and I still do them today. All right, I still do them today, and it works great today as it worked great 8 years ago when I got started. So here's my personal strategy. Here's what I do. All right, step number one is I'm going to find and join multiple safe lists that have a lot of members in it. Okay, so I don't want to join safe lists that have, let's say, 2,000 members in it. I'm going to go for safe lists that have 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, 100,000 members in it. Okay. So the bigger the better, obviously. Step number one. Step number two is when joining, and this is kind of like a side note for you real quick. When joining, you got to use a separate safe list email, okay? Do not, I repeat, do not, I'm going to repeat again, do not, okay? D-O-N-O-T. Do not use your personal email. Let me tell you why. Because if you use your personal email, you'll get bombarded. You'll you'll end up abandoning your email probably because you will get bombarded with emails. Okay, so what I do, my strategy is I'm gonna go out there, go to like Gmail and create yourself a totally separate email address. Okay, that you will use for safe list marketing. Okay, and when you sign up to safe list, you're gonna sign up with that email because you will get offers from other members of that safe list to the email address that you provide upon signing up. Make sense? All right, so that's a little side note here for you. Now, then what I'm going to do is, now that I have signed up, right, I'm going to log into the safe list, and I'm going to purchase a solo ad. That's right. I'm not going to waste my time, surfing ads. I don't have the time to babysit my business, right? I don't have the time to watch somebody else's advertisements, right? What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pay them a little bit of money, all right, and I will purchase a solo ad. Okay, that's right. Just like you tap into other people's lists with the OPL method, right? We talked about earlier. Same thing here. I will just purchase a solo ad, and what I'm going to do is I'll pay them a little bit of money, and I will send my solo ad. And this is important. I want you to pay attention here. Okay, I'm going to send my solo ad not to the safe list email address, but I'm going to send the solo ad to the safe list contact emails only. Big difference, guys. Okay, big difference. So safe list email address is usually, people a lot of times they don't even check that. Okay, and so that's why these guys are not making money, is because they're just bouncing emails, they're just bouncing promotions and surfing credits, and just like people checking their junk email just to go through somebody else's offers. To acquire credits and send their offers that will go to other people's junk emails as well. Make sense? Now, when you sign up for SafeList, there's two email addresses that you will need to provide. There's going to be your typical regular sign up SafeList email, right? Which is, I just call it junk email. Okay, let's just call it like that, right? For our example here. And then there is a contact email. Okay, a contact email is an actual email where people get contacted by the SafeList directly. Okay, by the safe list administrators with announcements and things like that, and people check that email because this is their actual email address. Okay, now you as a savvy marketer listening to Vick Strizheus here in this video, you're gonna take my advice and you're gonna use. You're not gonna put your contact email address, your personal email address. Okay, you're gonna create yourself either a secondary safe list contact email address, or you'll just use the same contact email address or the same safe list email that you created, right? And you will just use that as your contact email also, okay? Because let me tell you something. There is really no need. If you're just going to go out there and you're going to implement this strategy and just purchase solo ads to where you don't have to mess around with, surfing people's ads, you don't have to mess around with, any of that stuff, right? You just want to get traffic. Well, you'll do what I do and just go out there and just buy solo ads, right? And I don't really care about what other people sent to my email address. I don't even check that. Okay, most of these guys they do. Most of these guys they check their contact email addresses on a daily basis. And so, as a savvy marketer, now you know this, right? You will purchase a solo ad to the contact email addresses only. Okay, contact email addresses only. And so when you do that, you'll send your offer. If you're promoting Big Idea Mastermind or Empower Network or something else out there, right? then it's just going to be a matter of, yeah, how can you talk to these guys so that you can, get their attention and get them to click on your link, right, and get them to your website. And of course, a lot of these guys are not making money, so if we can present to them an opportunity that's just irresistible, right? A lot of them are just going to jump on it. Right? A lot of them are going to opt into your list. They'll go through your funnel. They'll join your business. Okay, so guys, that's kind of the strategy. You always want to track result and continue doing what's working. Now, what I like to do is I like to run an ad in 10 or 15 different safe lists, just to kind of get a good feel of what how well it's going to perform. Right? I use Tracker 123, which is available to you as a member of Big Idea Mastermind in the gold level membership. Okay. So if you're not a gold level membership yet, there's another reason for you to upgrade, my friend, right? Just go and upgrade to gold membership if you're not there, because there you get some really, really cool softwares. Not only can you get yourself a custom built landing page, right? You get a Easy Landing Page Pro software, which is really, really, really awesome. You have access to the Tracker 123 technology, right? Which is a cool little software that allows you to track and split test your campaigns and and see where the opt-ins are coming from, what rate they're opting in at, how many people you're getting to your site, all the good stuff, right? And again, you have that for free as a gold member of Big Idea Mastermind. So my friend, if you're watching this, if you're basic or silver, I highly recommend you get to gold. All right, at least to gold. But of course, ultimately you want to be diamond, and you know that already, right? So you track your results and you do what's working, and you eliminate what's not working. Okay, very, very simple. So how do we find safe lists? Two different ways. Okay, number one. Way number A is you just go to search engines, right, and you just type in something like safe list marketing or safe list solo ads or safe list directory or how to find safe lists or list of safe lists. You get the point, right? Or way number B is there's a little cool little site called directoryofsafelists.com, and it's actually free to join. And what these guys are doing is they actually have a few pretty good safe lists compiled. And I'm actually going to take you there and show you and show you that site in just a moment here. Okay. As a matter of fact, let's do that right now. Let's jump online together, and let's do that. All right. So we're gonna go to let's say we're on Google here. Okay, so one thing I can do here is I can just go to good old buddy Google here, and I'm gonna just say safe list marketing. Okay, and just see what comes up. Okay, and so boom, there's a safe list tactics right here, europeansafelists.com, right? There's a lot of them. Safelist.us, right? Folks, there's lots of them. Okay, there's lots of safe lists. You just go through them and just create yourself an account. You might want to keep a spreadsheet or something. Members login. Okay, you just sign up. Sign up as a member, not a member. Sign up here. It's free to sign up. You don't have to pay. And a lot of times it's actually going to tell you how many members they got in the safe list. This particular one here, let's see how many members they got. 3,000 members, right? So they got 3,000 members. So it's not a giant safe list. But again, if you're just getting started, my friend, you can go ahead and get yourself an account with a lot of these safe lists, right? So you can potentially market to a lot of people. All right, now I'm not gonna take too much time here in this video because this thing is just really easy. Okay, it's not a rocket science. You just basically go out there, create yourself a spreadsheet with your usernames and what safe list you got yourself an account with, password so that login URL and things like that, and so you can come back to them and you can just purchase solo ads from them. Okay, ad tactics here. Let's take a look at this one real quick. Okay, anyway, so all right, so that's one way, right? Or you can do safe list solo ads. How about that? Let's just check this together. Okay, ad solution right here, globalsafelist.com. And a lot of these solo ads are going to be inexpensive, folks. They're going to be anywhere from, I've seen safe list solo ads as low as $8, $8 or $12 or $15 or sometimes $50, sometimes $100. Like Liz Joe is it's like $100 solo ad, but it goes out to a lot of members. I think it goes out to like 100,000 members or something like that. Okay, pretty crazy. So another site is is directory of safelists.com. Okay, you get here, and let's see, I'm already logged in because I already have an account here. Okay, so you come back here, right, and I'll go to safe lists. Okay, right here, and here they're actually giving you a list of different safe lists that you can go to, and you can create an account. This is just first page. There's a second page here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's about 30, just under 30 safe lists that's available to you here. And again, my friend, this is all free. You don't have to pay anything to become a member. The only dollars and the only money you have to pay is when you actually purchase a solo ad. Now, if you are someone who's watching this video and if you don't have any money to market, okay, which, number one, you got to understand, my friend, that you're in business. Okay, this is a business. This is a real business. Listen, this business can make you, if you believe it, it can make you a millionaire. Okay, this business can give you the lifestyle that you always dreamed about. This business is the most lucrative business on the planet Earth, my friend. I don't know any other businesses. I don't know any other opportunities. I don't know any other industries to where you can be a college dropout, to where English can be your second language, to where you don't have to go to college you don't even have to go to high school, right? If you just take the time to learn what we're talking about here, and you can go out there and you can create yourself just ridiculously, sickening income that most people, when they think about it, they'll just, their minds is just going to shut down because they just can't comprehend the amount of money you can make in this industry. My friend, why am I telling you this? Because I have done it. Okay, I'm doing it. And you know what? You can do the same thing too. Okay, so this is where it starts. Okay, you got to learn the game. That's why I'm showing you these things. But again, I'm not gonna show you any one particular safe list. I'm not gonna tell you, okay, go here, advertise here, because again, I want you to go out there. I want you to explore your own territory, right? I want you to find your own sources. I want you to find your own gems. I want you to create your own, your own directories, your own vault, right, of safe lists and all these different traffic sources we're talking about, and all these different traffic methods, right, guys? I want you to be digging your own well as an entrepreneur. Okay, it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. When you actually do the work, there's a little bit of work in the beginning, yeah, but it's fun kind of work, right? It's fun. It's fun going out there and just exploring and testing and seeing what's working, and just you are the CEO of your own enterprise. Don't depend on Vic. Don't depend on Big Idea Mastermind. Depend on you. All right, depend on you. Because, my friend, nobody can make you successful but yourself. Okay, I'm here to show you the way. I'm here to point you in a direction. You're gonna have to be. You're gonna be the one who's actually gonna have to take the steps necessary to get to your ultimate destination. Just going in the direction I'm showing you, right, in these videos. So, my friend, with that being said, that's pretty much. That's pretty much it. I think we can go ahead and cut this video short. There's not a whole lot to it. Okay, I'm not gonna show you how to run ads on safe lists, because you can figure it out yourself. Okay, just go to a safe list, and let's say it's gonna be Liz Joe. Okay, well, you're gonna have to go there. You're gonna have to join. Okay, again, I'm not gonna take you there. I'm not gonna take the time in this video, because it's really, you just go to a safe list, you join a safe list, right? When you log in, you can browse for credits, and in doing so, you will acquire these credits, and you can, there is tutorials, there is instructions how to use a safe list pretty much in every single safe list that you join. Okay, so I don't need to tell you how to advertise there, but what I will recommend that you do is, if you're able to, just buy solo ads. Don't even you don't even have to worry about surfing for credits. Okay, you just purchase a solo ad to the contact email addresses, and boom, you can be, log in, get your solo ad, place your solo ad, boom, you're out. Pay them a little bit of money, forget about it, move on to the next thing. Make sense? So it's being efficient and being effective. Okay, instead of the lifestyle of an internet marketer is you don't want to be tied up to your computer for 15 hours a day running this business, right? You want to enjoy your life, right? You want to create this lifestyle that you can talk to other people about, right? And so I'm a big believer of working smart, not hard. So with that being said, my friend, I hope this makes sense to you, and I will see you in the next video. Whatever the title of next video is going to be, who knows? But yeah, that's this is like the beginning, basic traffic generation ideas here for you. Okay. Again, if you are a Diamond member, I'm gonna take this opportunity, take this time. You're watching, you're listening. You're watching this video. You're listening to my voice, and as you're focusing on my voice here right now, my friend, I want you to make a decision. If you're not a Diamond member yet, I want you to make a decision to become a Diamond member. I cannot emphasize this enough, what it will do for your business and how, where you can take your business when you become a Diamond member, when you get the knowledge, when you know what top performing affiliates know, right? When you get the same information that all these top producers in Empower Network and Big Idea Mastermind, what these guys know, right? You get that in the Diamond level membership. Now this stuff will get you started, but you want to be a Diamond. If you're not a Diamond, make a decision. Make a decision right now to become a Diamond, because listen, this is a business, right? There is no other business on the planet Earth when you can actually start it for, even if you go to Diamond for $5,000, that's your investment to get all the products. $5,000, right? Purchase all the products with Empower Network. And man, I've built this business to multiple millions of dollars in under a year. All right, in under a year. And again, I'm talking about numbers here. I gotta disclaim my results are not typical because I am not typical. Okay, I do things that typical people don't want to do. Typical people, they want to dip their toes. I'm just gonna try it for $25 and see if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna try it for $125. I'm gonna go silver. I'm not gonna be too committed to this deal until I prove that it's gonna work for me. This is what typical people are doing, right? And typical people don't make a lot of money, right? I'm not typical. I want to do what most typical people don't want to do. Make sense? And so I hope you're not typical. I hope you're gonna do what non-typical people are doing, which is get to Diamond and succeed big time. All right, my friend, I'll see you there.